It's 3 a.m. in the morning here in Cleveland, which it means it's 3 p.m. in the Philippines and midnight in California. I just couldn't sleep. I mean, it was cold, wet, the weather's bad. It's middle of the night and I'm up. Was watching Mysterious Island by Jules Verne, but I decided that I might as well make this video. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot of people to be on here. I'm gonna start talking about something that I do know, and that's science fiction. You know, hey, wow, look who's up. Well, it's, like I said, it's midnight in California. Hey, Uncle Al. Hey, Josh. How you guys doing? Like I said, I'm gonna start talking about science fiction. Because I do know about that. The aliens and stuff like that. People think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna tell you what I do know. There is aliens out there. No, our space program is way behind everybody else's space program. Matter of fact, the United Arab Emirates is landing. Well, has sent a spaceship out to Mars right now as we speak. It's supposed to. I don't know if it's supposed to land or not, but it's at Mars. We still talking about sending something to Mars. So I'm just saying we way behind on technology. Our technology is so far behind the Chinese and the Arabs and the Russians that we lacking. Our education is lacking. I mean, like I say, Russians, they got these exoskeleton suits, that they soldiers wear. They like, let's see, they like Iron Man suits, basically. They actually have Iron Man. Hey, Lisa and Wills Hall, how y'all doing? Homestead Aquarius, what are you doing up? Wow. And SSWW3 2040 is up. Yeah, like I said, it's 3 o'clock here. And like I said, I'm up. I couldn't sleep. I mean, I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep. So I sat over there and was watching movies and just couldn't get comfortable. You ever had those nights where I guess I got a little insomnia? So I decided to go ahead and talk. So I figured I won't be talking to myself. I get over here and talk to the video, to YouTube. So I'm surprised I have people up here. Well, look here. Like I said, I'm gonna talk science fiction and stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there. Like if you ever watch those movies like I say, like The Purge and stuff like that, that's science fiction, supposedly, but you never know what might go on one day. All that science fiction, Mad Max, The Road, The Book of Eli, 28 Days Later. That's all science fiction. That's one of the reasons that I started to prep, because I'm a big science fiction fan ever since the 1960s. I mean, Star Trek got me on the path. First time I ever seen an alien was a Vulcan. The guy with the little pointy ears and stuff like that. And I remember every Star Trek episode there ever was. I mean, it wasn't many. They kept showing them all on reruns. Hey, Huda, how you doing? And Arthur Scratcher, how you doing? And D Griffin, how you doing? Yeah, she has the talking dog, Yep. Buddy, the talking dog. Yeah. I want to do Buddy Believe in Aliens. But anyway, like I said, it's aliens out there. And I watched what's that, all the UFO stuff that comes on, now they got the UFO hunters and all that stuff, people trying to find what's going on out there. And I watch as much as I can, because I do believe stuff like that happens. We got to be ready, because there's so much stuff out there. Lisa and Will says, my grandson loves Star Trek. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Star Trek. Deep Space Nine, Voyager, the original Star Trek, The Next Generation. I mean, there's so much. But I love Star Trek. But my favorite of all time that a lot of people don't probably remember is Babylon 5. It only lasted 5 years, but I loved that. Babylon 5 was something Like if I had to go to space and had to live on I guess a space station like that, that's what I would want to do. Babylon 5, that was a good show. Stargate 1, yes, SG-1 was good. But but I had a problem with SG-1 because I always thought that they were going to like alternative galaxies and stuff like that, because they were doing a lot of quantum stuff, and they would just walk through the gate. Like I remember the very first one, I liked that too, but they were more like traveling to different dimensions and stuff like that, and just going into space. I saw a game they called "What's This Fall of Man." It is about aliens in a 1951 who fight them in England in the game. Love the game. Love that game. Love that game. Okay, I never seen that game. Well, never seen that game. Let's see, Rodney Holmes. I love science fiction too. Yeah. And who the holler say I remember Babylon 5. Yeah, like I said, it's a whole lot. I mean, everybody once in a while must have watched at least one episode of Mulder and Scully, the X-Files, because when that first came out, I was watching it, to see what was going on. And like I said, I watch a lot of stuff like that, like one of my favorite writers is Stephen King, even though he doesn't do a lot of sci-fi stuff, but he did do The Stand. They got a new Stand out right now that I haven't seen because it's on a CBS Plus or something like that, so I haven't seen it. But I seen the original Stand, and he does like I said, some sci-fi along with this horror stuff, Stephen King. So like I said, oh yeah, Doctor Who. Man, Doctor Who. You know what? I started watching Doctor Who when I was like 11. And he's still she is now. They got a lady Doctor Who, and I sort of lost track interest, not because it was on BBC, and I sort of lost interest when they changed the Doctor on me twice, and I said I don't know what's going on, and they kept doing it. So, but now I understand why. Yeah, I think it's been about 8 or 9 Doctor Who's, maybe 10. Yeah, but I like them. I like Doctor Who. I watched them every now and then, and like I said, I watched some obscure science fiction stuff too. But like I said, I really do get into it because I was like the 70s. The 70s was a big time for science fiction, and then you got all the movies that came out recently, like Predators, with the whole Predator series, and then the Alien series, and then you got all that stuff that came out, and then you have like Starman back in the day, and then you got comic books, Marvel. See, that's what I really started off when I first started reading comic books. Everything was new and the world was different then. But now it's so much stuff out there, you don't know what to do. Let's see. I didn't even know they had CBS Plus. Yeah, they got it. They got it. They got everybody. They got AMC Plus, CBS Plus, and they got I got the Disney Plus because I got a grandson and he loves Disney, so I got to watch that. D. Griffin, A versus P. Yeah, Alien versus Predator. I seen that one. I seen all the Alien series. I watched them all. And I tell you another one that happened is what's this? It used to be a video game. It just came out. They did 7 of them. I can't think of it now. I just had a brain fart, so I can't remember what it was. It's AD. I was 7 in the 70s. I was getting ready to graduate high school in the 70s. Yeah, D Griffin 13. Let's see. Soylent Green, Westworld, and Omega Man. Okay, you must be in your 60s, Rodney. Rodney must be in his 60s because I remember all of those. The original Westworld blew my mind. Yul Brynner. And Soylent Green, I think that's what we're going to now with all this fake meat and stuff we get out there. It's fake food that they introducing that they're supposed to be really pushing. And Omega Man, they done remade that, 4 or 5 times? Yeah, the Omega Man. The first one was The Last Man on Earth, the original with Vincent Price. And then they made it Omega Man with Charlton Heston, I think. That was good. Yeah, that was very good. Blake 7. I'm not familiar with Blake 7. I'm not familiar with that. That's Crazy World Today. Outer Limits. Yeah, Outer Limits. Man, I loved Outer Limits. I loved the Outer Limits. It was only one Outer Limits show that ever scared me. That was when the aliens sent the little spaceship back. It was talking to these guys in the desert, these military guys in the desert, and these people were stranded in this little hotel down there, and they said they will send people down there from their country, their universe, to meet with them. And what they did was they sent their criminals, which was like spiders with human faces. And that scared the stuff out of me when they opened up this little door and this thing popped down. They had a human face and had the spider legs. I jumped up and ran out the room because we used to all watch it at one time, you know, because it came on Saturday. Yeah, it was crazy. Outer Limits. Yeah. Yep. I remember that. Yeah, Soylent Green was good too. Yeah. That's what we at now. Pretty soon, if things go bad, you know, we have one of them types of things. That's it. Resident Evil. That's what I was trying to figure out. D. Griffin, thank you, because I couldn't remember Resident Evil because it was a video game, and like I said, those are so entertaining to me because you know they so far out there, you know, so far out there, and I just let's wait for the carnage. Yeah. Don't eat Doyle's yeast. Yeah, yeast. Wow, I don't do a lot of bacon. My wife, maybe she might use yeast. Rodney, you are. Yes, they baby laugh out loud. Yeah. So you, like I say, it's so crazy out here nowadays. And like I said, I really wasn't planning on going live, but I just can't sleep. I mean, I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake, and I just can't sleep. Hey, Magic Ball, how you doing? Yeah. Let's see. War of the Worlds is my favorite movie besides the BS Alien versus Predator movies. Yeah. Wow. With the new War of the Worlds or the old War of the Worlds? Because you know they had a new one come out. I think it's not new anymore, but I like that one too. It kind of reminds me of what's that movie? Not Firefly. That was a TV series. Fallen Skies. Remember Fallen Skies? Yeah, that's what that kind of reminded me when the aliens came and they was kicking our butt and we had to get organized militias and stuff to fight the aliens back and stuff like that. Yeah, Fallen Skies. I watched that whole series. Yeah, I like Fallen Skies. It was kind of crazy, kind of wild, but it was okay. You know, Firefly was good. Firefly was good. It was just too short of a series. It was just too short of a series. Sometimes I think I've been born too soon. I think in about another 100 years, I could have been on a spaceship, flying the universe, flying the cosmos. Yeah. 24. I love Fallen Skies. Like I said, Fallen Skies was good. I can relate to that. If things would happen like that, I would be out there fighting aliens. Yeah. And then, you know, remember we had V. Now V would have been better, but I don't know. It started off great, and then all of a sudden it just slacked off of me. But V, when that lady took that hamster and she started eating that hamster, and you could see the hamster going down her throat, like crawling down her throat. I was like in awe. Special effects wasn't great, but that was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, Rickshaw in the Philippines. Mars Attack. That was funny. Yeah, I like that whole show. Mars Attack was excellent. I'm gonna have to say that because it had so much stuff going on. You know, plus it had Jim Brown in it. And I'm a big Jim Brown fan because he's a former Cleveland Brown fan. Yeah, I remember that. Both versus. Yeah, but Alien versus Predators was great, you know. Alien versus Predators, I mean, you got the first Alien movie, which was okay, you know, when I seen it at the drive-in. But the second one, Aliens with the S on the end, that just blew my mind, and I just couldn't wait for the next one to come out. And then they did, and they kept going and going and going. Then they threw the Predator in there. And the Predator, except for that last one, which I thought was more comical than scary, you know, it was good. It was good. It was good. You know, I like both Aliens and Predator, both series, and they tied them together. Yep. So like I said, I'm a big science fiction fan. You know, like I said, I do believe in aliens, and like I said, I've never seen an alien. You know, not an alien from another world though. I have seen aliens that came across the border and from other countries. I've seen them. You know, they were working. You know, but I have never seen an actual space alien, and probably in my lifetime, I probably never will. But if I do, maybe it'd be like in Star Wars, the Star Wars bar. I'd be sitting in there, we'd be having some beer. Let's see, the event was good. They canceled that too. So, you know what? I don't think I ever watched that. I think that was on the Sci-Fi Channel. But because like I said, I watch a lot of sci-fi movies. But if it's still out there, I could probably catch it on one of these reruns channels and stuff like that. The Twilight Zone, the Outer Limits, the Twilight Zone. Yeah. What was that? Rod Sterling? Did he do the Twilight Zone? Yeah, because I think the Outer Limits with that voice used to say, "We control your vertical and your horizontal." But this one, that was Rod Sterling. Meds kicked in. Nightfall. See you later, Al. I was surprised you were still up because it's 1:00 where you at. We're getting close to it. It's like 12:15. Yeah, past midnight. New one, NBC. On NBC. Okay, I missed it. It must have came on the same time I was watching something else. Edge of Tomorrow was excellent. That was another one of those the movies where basically you kept repeating like Groundhog Day. The more you play, well, they weren't playing. The more they died, the more he came back. He knew what he was going to do the next time, and kept going and kept going and kept going. That was only because he had that alien blood on him. And then once they killed him without the alien blood, and next time he died, he would die for good. And they were trying to do that. That was a good movie. You know, it threw me off. I didn't think it was going to be any good, but it surprised me. It was. Let's see. All Stars killed. Glad Jim Brown did not. Sadly, he got killed in a Dirty Dozen. Well, yeah, he got killed in a Dirty Dozen, but that's what happened when you try to be a hero. Can't be a hero all the time. They say all the heroes are dead. Yeah, yes, Rod Sterling. Yeah, you can still watch it. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out because I haven't seen it. The event. Because I think I might have been watching like The Return or something like that because they had a lot of stuff last couple of seasons that people would disappear and come back. Like they just had one I was watching on the channel. What 8 was CBS, ABC, NBC. Is the event? Let me think. Is the event when that plane disappeared and came back like 8 years later? Because I was watching that. I watched that for like 2 seasons. The event. I don't know if that might have been what it was called because I don't remember the name. District 9 was crazy. District 9 was definitely a crazy movie. Say it's 3:12 a.m. here, and the Edge of Tomorrow was cool. Okay, so you in the Northeast up here, Ohio, around Ohio and Pennsylvania, and the East Coast, yeah, because I'm on the East Coast time. I'm in here in Ohio, yeah, and yeah, it's 3:12. Like I said, I didn't have anything to do, and I was bored, and I said I was gonna make some videos and go on YouTube, and I did, and I wanted to talk about science fiction because I know even though I'm a prepper, I love talking science fiction, love talking aliens. You know, my nephews come over sometimes, and we don't really talk too much about the aliens, but we talk a lot about comic books, about Superman, Wolverine, Batman, superheroes, because they superhumans, all this stuff basically comes into the play too. Right here, I think you lost. No, I'm in PA. Okay, yeah, I knew you had to be somewhere up here. Because I'm in Ohio, you're in Pennsylvania, you're right next door. Right next to me. Original Aliens. Earth Return. Okay. See, no, I didn't see that. No. Now Lost I watched. I watched all the Lost all the way to the end. I watched all the way to the end on Lost. Let's see. Check out Sarah Carter. She did a story about aliens yesterday. Sarah Carter. Oh, Sarah Carter. Trying to remember who Sarah Connor is. Now I know who Sarah Connors is. That's the Terminator. Sarah Connors is the Terminator. Okay, so I'm going to have to check that out because I definitely want to catch up on that one. Hold up there. I just hate when them notifications pop up on my computer. You know, I get them all the time. I see somebody just popped up here doing a nice thing. Now you can hear it. Okay. All right, but anyway, let me finish talking about what I was talking about. I like a lot of science fiction movies, and like I said, I like a lot of action movies. You know, I'm not so much into the romance movies. I like that. I like when stuff blow up. I mean, because nowadays the special effects are so real. Because when I was coming up, when I was little, the best special effects was like when they did ants. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Ants when they came with these giant ants in the desert and they had the queen ant, that fake queen ant that was flying. That was so great. But I love that. But nowadays, you know, with this I guess this computer generated stuff that, you know, you don't really need people anymore because things are so great nowadays. And like I said, wow. I see Survival Living posted a video today. Aliens and survival. Everybody's getting on the same bandwagon, I guess. Yeah. See, don't worry. There's a lot of notifications. I'm just catching up. My internet was down earlier today, so now I'm getting a lot of stuff here. Yeah, like I said, I used to love those old kind rocket ships they used to have. I mean, I grew up with Flash Gordon. I know a lot of you don't even know who Flash Gordon is, but I grew up with Flash Gordon and the Clayman and Emperor Ming and all that stuff. I love that stuff. You know, it was late night TV used to come on right around the same time that we used to watch those old Sherlock Holmes movies in black and white. Yeah. But that was great. Let's see. Oh. Have you seen King Kong? King Kong, you know what? I love all 3 King Kong movies. I watch them. Each one had their own thing, you know. Each one had their own thing that I liked about them, you know. Like the last King Kong with the with Samuel Jackson in them when they was on Skull Island. I like that one. It has its own thing going on. But I would have to say that my best one was the one with Adrian Burns in it, only because when they fell in that little crevice down there, and they had all those giant plants and insects was coming out the wall, and the plants and insects was killing them, and that what made that one great. I mean, not so much King Kong itself, but that made that one great. Yeah, like I say, each one has its own. And if I could take all the highlights and put them together, it'd be a great movie. Dale Arden. Wow, what do I remember that name from? She was Dale Arden. She was in a Flash Gordon. She was the news reporter. Yep. And Emperor Ming had a thing for her. Yeah. Yes, Flash. In the movie in the new series. Let's see, the pit. Bug Pit was cool. Yeah, I love the Bug Pit. Giant Bug Ravine was crazy good. Yeah. Yeah, I loved it too. Like I say, each movie had its own thing going on. And I love that one. So like I say, that I think that one would made that King Kong movie one of my favorites. But I'm gonna tell you one movie that I didn't like, that I thought that they were stretching. they did a Godzilla movie where it looked like with a bunch of velociraptors running around in the Boston Gardens. Who was that? Who was in there? What was his name? I can't think of his name, but he's a little nerdy actor. Yeah, and it was a Godzilla movie. It was Godzilla. Godzilla was kind of big, but not really that big. All right, good night, Homestead Aquarius. Time for me to get some sleep, brother. Take care. All right, you too. Like I said, I should have been asleep. I should have been asleep about 2-3 hours ago. Usually I go to sleep by 12:30 because I get up early, but I just couldn't sleep. Just one of them days. I don't know what it is. I think it's the weather because we're supposed to get a big storm coming up through here. Matter of fact, most of everybody's supposed to get a big storm coming up through the Southwest. It says it's gonna be about 2,000 miles long, and it's just gonna drop snow everywhere, snow and ice and cold Arctic air. But we've been getting that Arctic air anyway, way up here. I mean, our temperature ain't got above 25 in about 10 days. And the day is supposed to drop down to 0 this night. But I haven't yet. I don't know. Godzilla 1998, that was good. That was the one with Bo. Was that the one with Bo Bridges, I think? Yeah, Bo Bridges. One of the Bridges. Yeah, he was good too. I like that one too. Yeah. You kidding me? It's 20 degrees in Mississippi? Mississippi, 20 degrees. Wow. Yeah. Like I say, I love King Kong. I mean, even the corny ones, like the 1933 King Kong was good, but the Son of Kong and all the other ones, they were bad. But I'm gonna tell you, I used to like Mothra, all of them was good too. The Godzilla movies when they used to go with crush those little fake houses and stuff like that. He used to fight other dinosaurs. It was all good. It was entertaining. Texas is on a state of emergency. You know what? I heard something like Texas, the whole state was put on a state of emergency because of the weather. Some great grandpa loved sharing time with us. Yeah. It's 41 degrees. Wow. Yeah. And 9 degrees later on Monday night. See, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. And yesterday was Valentine's Day. I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. I had a great Valentine's Day. I sat around and I was with my wife and we were watching movies, which we do anyway, but, it was just not something different, but it was something we do when you get old. You spend time with your mate, your significant other, because you don't know how much time you might have left because with this stuff that's going on out here, this pandemic and all this other stuff, and then when you get to be our ages and once you pass, I'm going to tell you something. Once you pass 50, treasure each day because you never know what might happen. Treat each day special and spend it with your family because you never know what might happen. Because I done seen 5 people I know pass away this last few months, which is crazy, which is really crazy. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Radio K. Hey, Stephanie. -1 in Central Missouri right now. Wow. See how crazy this weather is? And this is what? Mid-February. I think it's the 15th right now. The 15th of February. And most people are thinking about putting in their gardens right about now in another couple of days, another couple of weeks around the 1st of March or before St. Patrick's Day, and that's going to be about 30 days away. So I'm like, this is crazy weather we having. So like I say, I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but like I said, I just can't sleep. I don't know. Maybe I need to go in there and drink some warm tea or something like that. I don't know. What do you usually take when you can't sleep? Because I'm a good sleeper. I don't have a problem sleeping. They say, wow, weather wars are real. You know what they say? I don't know this is true. They say that the U.S. government or a special section out of the government, you know, they always had these black op government stuff, has a machine that can actually control the weather. I have never seen it. I don't know where it's at, but I hear rumors. You know, that's what you hear when you start talking about science fiction and aliens. You hear rumors. But I'm gonna tell you a rumor that I did hear that I think might be true is that they're gonna try to start reanimating dead bodies, which I don't even know why. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about that. See, D, you must have heard the same thing because that's the name of it, HARP. D. Griffin. It's HARP, yeah. And they say they're gonna have a machine that can do that. I can't sleep either. Drank my ginger tea at 11 and it didn't help. You know, I do have some ginger ale on the back porch out there to keep it cold. So maybe I go get one of them and drink one of them later on. Yeah, see, I take my meds and use for headaches and I saw machine. You got 15. Okay. Yeah, calamine tea. Yeah, you know, I got a lot of tea. A lot. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do something, you know, maybe I should watch something scary, but scary movies don't scare me. That's crazy. I like to watch scary movies, but they don't scare me. They laughable to me. The scarier, the more laughable. Let's see. Oh wow. Yeah, so I think I'll go get that ginger ale and drink some ginger ale. Maybe I don't want to eat no cookies or anything like that because I think if I eat anything that's too sweet, that sugar might give me a sugar rush and then I'm up again all night long. So I'm gonna just try to hang in there and make myself tired. Zombie alert. Get ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for zombies. You know what? What I call zombies here right now before these people start eating flesh and all that stuff is our local crackheads that we have here. I mean, you know, we're in the city. I'm in the city. Like I said, 389,000 people here. It's a lot of people. And when you go up to the gas stations and stuff like that, they hang around the stores. You can see them. They ride these little raggedy bikes. They don't even have inner tubes on them. It just be the wheels, and you hear them coming. And these are zombies. You know, they doped out. You know, you see them on these TV shows and stuff like that. They're out there. They be just wandering the streets. I mean, you don't see them so much this time of year when it's get cold like this, but most of the time you go to a gas station, you'll see them out there. Gas. I don't understand it. Crackheads in the city. A lot of them always. The machine is extremely loud. Did you see 28 days later? Yes, I did. I seen 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and who was that other one? That was it. Just those two. That's those two. Yep. V-shot makes people zombies. We got to wait and see about that. I mean, right now they don't know what's going on with that because I see they finding out that they're having a lot of different types of side effects, that they not even talking about. But if you know the right people and know what's going on, you can see them out there, you know. So, but like I said, I don't want to start talking about the virus because that will start making my channel buffer and all this other stuff and stuff like that and freeze up because they do monitor you. I know they monitor me. They've been monitoring me for a long time, and I didn't believe it until a friend of mine told me that they were, and then I still didn't believe it. And then once I started believing it, it was too late. They took his channel from him. So what can you say? You know. So, but they let me talk aliens, so I'm okay with it. So that's good. They're going to make 28 months later, but COVID happened. Wow, I can imagine because 28 weeks later was crazy. That was crazy. Matter of fact, it had Hawkeye in it. You know, from the Marvel Universe, he was in there. He was in there. Okay. Yeah, the 28 days later, 28 weeks later. That's what it's gonna be like if stuff like that really happened. I mean, they will have camps. They got, you know what? Believe it or not, the US government, see, I can only talk about really what our government does. The US government does have a zombie emergency plan. So feel safe. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. They have a plan. They have a plan. They don't have a plan for hurricanes or tornadoes or none of this stuff like that, or this weather that's coming through here. But they got a plan for zombies. They ready for them. So they must know something. Yep. I got a plan too. I got me it's like a machete, and it's about about 18 inches long, and it'll do the job. I won't even have to fire a shot. 28 movies are scary. Yes, they are. But you know what? A World War Z was scary. You know, so I can handle slow moving zombies, but these like the ones they got in Zombie Land and World War Z and 28 days later, I'm dead meat because the guy said you got to have cardio. You got to be able to run fast, and I can't run fast. My knees won't let me run fast. My hip won't let me run that much. So I'm just saying I just have to fight my way out. You know, it ain't gonna be like The Walking Dead. I wish it would. I mean, I don't wish it would, but if it happened, something like that, I would prefer to fight zombies that are like the ones that's in The Walking Dead because they move slow like me. How many inches of snow are you forecasting in Cleveland, Ray? They say we're gonna get some snow in the mornings, but early in the morning we're gonna get some snow. They say maybe 2 inches. Then they say another front is gonna come in about evening. Right after that one, a couple hours later, another one gonna hit us, and we might get another 8 inches. But I'm not sure. I mean, with this storm, the wind, the lake effect, we can get about 12 inches here in the next couple of days. Well, today and tomorrow. So I'm just waiting to see. Like I said, hopefully I sleep through it because I'm still up. You know my favorite is Z Whacker from Z Nation, that baseball bat. Puppies and kittens. I am legend. I am legend. And remake it of Mega Man. Yeah. Yep. But you know they got a new one coming out with Will Smith. They're making another one. Have you seen Cloverfield? I seen all 3 Cloverfield movies. Let's see. Have you heard before? Really? No, I haven't heard of that. But anyway, I did see all 3 Cloverfield movies. The first one and the second one, and then they tied the first and second one in with the third one. The third Cloverfield movie that you could get it on Netflix. They had it on Netflix. It tied all 3 of them in, and you can always go on YouTube and find what they did when they tied them in, because somehow or another, the first Cloverfield should have been actually the second Cloverfield, but it's all tied in together. And it was crazy, but I did like that Cloverfield 10 because that guy had a bunker. He had a crazy bunker, but he was crazy. John Goodman, he was coming out. A 4th Cloverfield is coming out because there was alternate universes. See, I don't know too much about alternate universes because that's all new to me. Different dimensions. I always knew about different dimensions, but alternate universes and different planet Earths and all this stuff, and that's all really new to me. But they say it's out there. I don't know. Like I say, a lot of this stuff, you can learn on the internet, or you can just get you some comic books because they've been talking about alternate universes, different Earths. Yes, matter of fact, the WB, when they had the Arrow Supergirl, The Flash, Black Lightning, all those superhero shows that they have on the WB, they all tied them into one big universes. You know, they had Crisis on Infinite Earths. And they matter of fact, in the who were those the Legends? Yeah, the Legends. They all of them tied in. Now they got all those superheroes on one Earth now. You know, the Flash, Supergirl, Superman, Batman, all that stuff is on one Earth now. See, I didn't know they had all these different Earths that they were going to tie in together, but they did it, so it's good. Yeah, they had different Earths. Yeah, so if you ever watched The Flash, yeah, watch all them shows. They have them all tied in together. They all on one Earth now. Matter of fact, Supergirl and The Flash, they team up and they work together sometime. The Arrow, well, when he spoiler alert, Arrow died. So when he was alive, they worked together. But he came back as somebody else, so he's different. Yeah, so it's crazy. The only difference was that he died. In the original hero lived. It started Charlton Heston and Rosamund Cat. Yeah, that's in the Omega Man. The Omega Man, yeah. But they, you know what? Like I said, the last one that they made with Will Smith, he's not dead now. He's coming back. They're making a remake. They're making not a remake, but another one. It is supposed to come out this summer with Will Smith. Another I Am Legend Part 2. You know, what I really hated in that movie that the dog died. Hated that dog guy. You know, I love pups. You know, I don't even call them dogs most of the time. I call them pups because I look at them, they like puppies. So like I hated to see that man's dog died. Matter of fact, he had to kill him. He got